Hello, dear students. Welcome back to e-classes of PNMRC High School Standard 12th Commerce subject Statistics. Today, we will start with the third chapter of your Part 2 textbook, that is Normal Distribution. Normal distribution is used to calculate the probability, and this is also called as normal probability distribution. Now let's understand what is the meaning of normal distribution. First of all, it is the most common distribution which is used, and it is also the most useful continuous distribution. It is a symmetrical probability distribution, and what type of distribution it is, that most of the results of this distribution are located in the middle and very less values are located on the left side and the right side. Now if we draw its frequency distribution curve, this curve is a perfect bell shape, or it has a shape of a bell, and it can be described by the mean and the standard deviation values. This normal distribution is generally found in our day-to-day life. That means it can be found practically everywhere. Everywhere means it can be found in nature, even in engineering it is found, even in industrial production it is found, and even in social and human sciences. That is, in our day-to-day life, many practical things which we find, they follow this normal distribution. Let us see the examples. The body temperature generally of the healthy human beings is 37 degrees Celsius, or you can say 98 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the first example. Generally, when we see the adults, the height and the weight of the body, or you can say the height and the weight of the persons, adult persons, lie at a average range. That means the persons are not very tall and the persons are not very short. Generally, the maximum number of adults have the average height and the average weight. So this is the second example. Similarly, you can use this for finding the errors, qualities, IQ tests. All these things, when we see, they follow the normal distribution. Now, why is this normal distribution used? It is used first of all to illustrate the shape and the variability of the data. That is how the data varies, that we can study with the help of this normal distribution. It is also used to find the future process, or you can say we can also use it to find the future performances. Normality is the important assumption while we conduct statistical analysis. Now this normal curve, if we see, it can be represented in the form of a graph, and this is determined, graphical representation when we do, it is determined by the mean and the standard deviation values. If this graph, if you look, it is a bell-shaped graph, and this bell-shaped graph has only one mode, so it is called as unimodal curve. Its tail, if you see, it extends on the left side and on the right side. The tail extends to infinity. If you see, if this width of the curve is more, the standard deviation value will be large. And if the standard deviation value is large, the variation is more in the data. And the spread of the curve decides the value of the standard deviation and the variation in the data. This normal distribution we can use for calculating the probability. For calculating the probabilities of normal distribution populations, what do? We find the area under this normal curve. Now, when we find the area under the normal curve, we can find the probability, the total area under this curve. So, if this curve, if you see this area which is there, that is this area, if you see, this is generally equal to 100%, or you can say if this area is equivalent to 1. This represents the entire population of the observations, and we can get the rough estimate of the probability. We can find the value of the probability between any two values or at a single value of x. Since this normal curve is symmetrical, 50% of the data lies on left side and 50% of the data lies on the right side. So this 50% is on right, this 50% is on the left of the central value. And what is the central value? Mean. So 50% will be on the left side of the mean and 50% will be on the right side of the mean. And this normal curve is then said to be symmetrical. This normal distribution, when we use and when we have to calculate the probability, the first thing is we have to calculate the standard normal variate, which is represented by z. And what is z? Z is equal to x minus mu upon st, that is sigma. Where what is x? X is the data point in the question, that is the value for which the probability has to be found. Z is called the score, or it is also called as the measure of the number of standard deviations of that point from the mean, and this is represented by z. Z is also called as the normal standard variate. X is the value of observation for which the probability has to be found. Mu is the mean and sigma is the standard deviation. So sigma is standard deviation, mu is mean. Now what we do when you have to use this information to determine the area under the normal distribution curve, we can find the value of the probability to the right of the data point. Like this, we will draw the curve, and from the right side, what is the area that we will find, and we will get the probability. We can find the left of the data point area and its corresponding probability. We can also find the probability between the two values of x, and these two values we can draw in this form, and then an area under this curve will give us the probability between the two values of x2 and x3. We can also find the value outside of the data points, that is this portion beyond x3 or x2, if we want to find towards right or left. Those values also we can find. For finding the probability, we use the Z table. Z table is given in the log tables, and we can find the value of area under the curve using this Z table. Suppose if you have to find the area corresponding to the value Z is equal to 0.11. So what we will do? This is 0.11. Sorry, 0.1. 1 means our second digit is 1. So this is the second digit. the intersection of these two values, this value 0.54380 will be the area under this curve. Similarly, if we want to find 0.32, so this is 0.3, this is 0.02, the intersection is this, so this value will be the area under the curve. It is similar to the log table which we use. We will be doing the sums based on this, and we will be calculating the value of the probability corresponding to the values of x. Now, in the next session, what we have to do, we have to use the Z table and find the probabilities using the normal distribution. We will be solving the sum based on this. Go through this topic. Thank you.